Well, I certainly did. I mean, it's almost out of gas. The headlights are gone. Yet, somehow, it got me through all of this. Can't possibly be any more grateful than that. Let me just refuel here. And then I think what I ought to do is I'll take this, move it to my outside locker. I think that there are a couple of things I have too many of that I ought to move to here, just for the sake of having more space. Like maybe, where was I storing these? Like this thing, for example. Maybe one of these. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna shut the garage door. It's raining in. Esto no es posible ni concebible. Y sin embargo es cierto. ¿Es esto un secreto de Estado? ¿Deberíamos decirlo a otros los países? Okay, yeah, I know, pronunciation stank, but that's not the point. But you know what that said? Both of these headlights are out. You can actually fix these things with Repair Buddy. I thought you couldn't for... I mean, I tried doing that once, and, Alright. Huh. Okay, apparently that worked. I was not expecting it. Where are my bulb replacement kits? I got one here. Oh, did I leave these on? I better patch myself up too. Okay, I need more of this. That's better. They're not entirely fixed, but they're, well, I suppose close enough. Why are these lying on the floor? Do I really not have any room in... No, I must not. Alright. That's better. The rest of this up. I suppose I could use the blowtorch, but I really can't afford to make another one of those because of how many marsh eggs those use. Another one of those. Alright. Oh, and I already have bulb replacement kits. Alright. Just... I thought I was missing them for some reason. Oh. Do I have any sealing kits? I don't. Although while I'm thinking about it, I ought to figure out what this new thing is here. It's a thing for the antenna. Powered by... Oh, it's a piece of toast on there. No thanks, I like dolphins better than toast. Just charge up this battery. Some sealing kits here. I'll patch up this window. Oh, so this trip really put me through the ringer here. Do I... I'll just put the repair putty around here so that I know where it is. There we go. Oh, and I had a couple of dumpster pearls. Yeah, this one, which is wet, and I'm not sure what that means in terms of dumpster pearls, but alright. This is pretty much your typical dumpster pearl fare. What about you? I'm getting circuit boards out of these? Alright, let me just put away this decal. Yeah, there we go. Takes up a lot of room. Okay, I'm going to have to move these like bit by bit. Gotta get this other stack of steel sheets out of there. Oh, sorry, the circuit board. Yeah, there's all this stuff that takes up 2 by 2. I'm gonna have to move it around. Okay, while I'm here, what should I think for myself, hey, what's this? An advanced antenna. Can be activated more times before overheating. Alright. Now where's that go? Looks like we're gonna have to go up on the roof for it. The weather seems to have cleared up. There, that is much better than before. There's one tricked out antenna. Okay, what else? There's a sort of an advanced gas pump. There's a incident board. Might as well have that. And where would that go? Oh, over here. I'm curious to see what it what shows up on it. This garage has 10 runs without an accident. I'm guessing accident means failed run. And what's this? I need marsh eggs for it. Okay, forget that then. I need circuit boards for that. But it's not exactly hard to make a circuit board, so just whip one up. There we go. This is a rapid refill pump. Spruce up this old thing. I'll be able to see what it's like. So I'm almost out of... I'm very low on fuel here. Yeah, it's definitely faster. Anything else? I need more plasma and I need more circuit boards for this one, but it's on my list. This thing's just another storage locker. What's this? Oh, I need unstable energy for it anyway. Okay, never mind. What else do I have available? Some of this stuff wait. Now that I can make Olympium, or sorry, now that I can mine Olympium, I mean, I have limb magnets now, so an Olympium, a magnetic hammer, the kind I need to mine Olympium with, shouldn't be that big of an ask. Take this, probably for the sake of having it, like just in case. And then there's like one light left, a bioflare gun. Okay. Let me replace that panel here with another armored panel. There we go. I think everything else is in more or less good shape. Oh, and better store these. This too. Alright, now let me just get out the old transfer trunk and unload the rest of my loot. Where else do I have room here? Ah, here we go. Okay, while I'm thinking about this, I need a magnetic hammer. Just like this one. That I'm gonna have to take the impact hammer that I already have, store it somewhere out of the way. Yeah, just like here. Now what about the dumpster? A lot of coils. Well, thanks, I guess. I don't know if that dumpster was giving me a hint or not. 22 coils. Okay, before I forget, I'll take this liberator and move it to side storage. Most of these don't look too bad. They're not in tip-top shape, but they're more or less okay. So what have we learned? Let's check the logbook. Look, discovered Olympium. Partial memo, source unknown, circa 1967. First created in 1944, alongside americium and curium, Olympium similarly remained a state secret. But while information about other transuranium elements was gradually made public, knowledge of the highly unstable Olympium was not. This was in part because it took some time for scientists to confirm its existence through additional testing, and then because further research on the element continued only on the Olympic Peninsula under strict auditor supervision. The first isotope created had a half-life of approximately 9 seconds, similar to hassium, and initial applications were extremely limited. It wasn't until the isotope Olympium-266 was accidentally created by a LIM tech team working for ARDA that the practical applications of a strong and relatively lightweight metal were considered. Olympium alone has limited use outside of making heavier transuranium and transactinide elements, but the possibilities of alloys using Olympium-266 have intrigued chemists and engineers. Since its discovery, knowledge of Olympium has remained closely guarded, and it was believed to have only ever existed in laboratories at the University of Chicago and on the Olympic Peninsula. However, after the events of 1961, Olympium-266 was occasionally discovered in small above-ground deposits within the zone. The causes of this distribution remain unexplained. And we've discovered a blacksmith anomaly. Transcript taken from a briefing by Dr. Niraj Patel, April 20th, 1967. Thank you for taking the time to join us today, everyone. I'm well aware the military has plenty on its schedule. My assistant is passing out summary reports, but should you require more information, I have extensive in-depth data collected over several years of research on a wide variety of phenomena here on the peninsula. My specialty has been what we have broadly categorized as geological anomalies, and today I'd like to update you on what many of your soldiers have been calling the blacksmith. Within just a couple of weeks, the anomalies have already caused extensive disruption and a great deal of injury. They've demolished buildings. They've brought down transmitters. They've forced vehicles off the road. The damage done has already run into the millions, and all of us, soldiers or scientists, are acutely aware of the costs we're accruing and the equipment we're writing off. I'm hoping we can pool our experiences and best practices and save one another a lot of stress and harm. First, I'm hoping we can find a pattern to this latest anomaly, the way we sometimes have with others. Second, I'm hoping we can find a way to predict and even avoid these. Let's start by reviewing some witness statements. Yeah, I have had enough of these things to last me until the end of this game. Belligerent bubblegum. Yeah, thank goodness I only experienced that like once. And it didn't yank my car. Limb magnets. Otherwise known as what I can make magnet hammers with. And let's see which tools we've unlocked. The bioflare gun. It's like a flare gun, but uses, well, those, what was it? Swamp coral, something like that. A plasma charger. Modified cattle prod. I'm guessing it's a better header battery jumper, but I haven't had to use those so often. And an Olympian panel. Yeah, I don't have a cause to use those just yet. Let's see. We have a new condition, wet. The recent and liberal application of water means this is a little too conductive. As a general rule, tried to keep wet things away from electricity and vice versa. I haven't driven my car through enough water to actually get this on one of its parts, though. And the incident board. Yeah, I think we know what that is. We've got that toast antenna. And there are a couple of other, yeah, paints. We've got orange paints. That's about it. And now for the log files. Anomaly encounters, the last one we've needed. It was pure nonsense at first. They were often garbled, and the ones we could decipher made no sense. The dates were wrong, and they talked about made-up events. Except they weren't made up, you see. It was the gasoline shortage one I remember first, because it was so accurate. We had exactly that shortage 2 weeks later, down to the gallon. Then there was that lost technician. I thought no one would believe me, but my supervisor and I listened to the one who predicted the Baker board being dissolved. He was. Right on time. But after that, as soon as we had them all deciphered, they stopped. Finally, Anomaly Studies number 6, Arctic Catalog reference 3.51. Localized patches of this anomaly appeared throughout fringe areas of the zones between 1967 and 1968. Thin, waist-height grass-like structures would spring up overnight. These were topped with variously colored bulbs that would frequently combust with the slightest friction. This anomaly was aggressively cold whenever it was found and has not been reported since December 1968. And this is our most recent run. Got a lot of, well, pretty chunky amount of energy, all three kinds. I was airborne for 11 seconds total. Top speed was 83 miles an hour. I'm guessing that's that shocking speed thing. My car took a lot of impact damage. Mostly because of blacksmiths, I'll bet. I think he crashed into a tourist. I myself took mostly radiation damage, with some impact damage. Okay. Well, let's see. How much space do I have here? Some. Speaking of space, do I want to upgrade my car any? I mean, I was running out of, maybe it's a little much to say I was running out of this stuff. As for the Lazarus device, yeah, I need Marsh eggs. The ion shield. I don't know, I haven't taken that much damage from radiation. So maybe I'll just leave the car as is. At least for now. I guess I better get back on the horse here. Well, now that we know where to find, or which particular biome to find Olympium in, I'd like to get my hands on some of that. There is another deep zone area where I can... The problem is, it's a... Wait, tourist attraction? Does that mean there's all these tourists here? Look at all these others. They're this... All these red spires. Maybe I'll unlock this one because it's not as far away. It does mean going through the same two junctions, and although D1 has different conditions now than it did. What's this? It's not too bad. All right, so. I can't re-roll it now, but I am going to. So I'll select this as a destination. And then I'll re-roll it. Magnified explosions. There isn't that much corrupt energy there, comparatively speaking, although I haven't been able to get that much corrupt energy, but there's a lot of time there. Now we've got beach balls, limb magnetizers, Olympium veins, of course, tour buses, something else. Something I haven't recognized. But the one thing I'm not seeing is those squalls, the ones that dropped huge rocks on my head. Functions magnified. Maybe I ought to re-roll this too. Corrosive raw waterways. Okay. Maybe I can live with that? I mean, I need marsh eggs. Those are near waterways, but not at them. I just hope that the road isn't washed out, or at least isn't too washed out. And this, disruptive discharge, well, I guess it's not too bad. So it's going to be the same route Except I'm going to go to A8 instead of A7. That's pretty much it. Stop raining. Just hope I didn't forget anything. So G1 is first.